Sustainability in the automotive industry has become one of the most crucial topics of the 21st century, driven by both environmental concerns and technological advancements. Over the past few decades, the traditional internal combustion engine (IC) vehicles have been increasingly scrutinized for their contributions to global pollution, especially in the context of climate change, air quality degradation, and dependency on fossil fuels. As a result, the industry has undergone significant transformation, moving towards greener, more energy-efficient technologies. One of the most significant changes is the rise of electric vehicles, EVs, which offer a cleaner alternative to traditional gasoline and diesel-powered cars. EVs, powered by rechargeable lithium-ion batteries, produce zero tailpipe emissions, thus dramatically reducing the carbon footprint associated with personal transportation. In addition to their environmental benefits, EVs also contribute to better urban air quality, especially in cities where air pollution is a growing concern. However, the transition from gasoline-powered vehicles to EVs is not without its challenges. While electric vehicles themselves are far cleaner, the production of their batteries raises concerns about resource extraction, especially for critical minerals such as lithium, cobalt, and nickel, which are essential for battery manufacturing. These materials are often sourced from regions with minimal regulation, leading to ethical and environmental issues related to mining practices. As demand for EVs increases, automakers and governments are under pressure to find more sustainable ways to source these materials and reduce the environmental impact of the entire life cycle of the vehicle, from raw material extraction to battery recycling. This has led to the development of innovative technologies such as solid-state batteries, which promise greater energy density and are expected to use fewer critical materials, potentially addressing some of the current supply chain challenges. Moreover, the automotive industry is not only focusing on the vehicles themselves but also on reducing the carbon footprint of manufacturing processes. Many car manufacturers are now implementing sustainable production methods that focus on reducing energy consumption, minimizing waste, and sourcing renewable energy. For instance, some companies are using solar energy to power factories, while others are reducing the water and energy used in vehicle assembly. Additionally, automotive manufacturers are exploring the concept of the circular economy, which involves reusing materials, components, and vehicles rather than disposing of them. This could include practices such as remanufacturing car parts, recycling vehicle batteries, or using recycled materials in the production of new vehicles. The goal is to extend the life of automotive products and reduce the overall need for new resources, thus further reducing the environmental impact. Alongside these innovations, governments worldwide are creating regulations and incentives to support sustainable practices in the automotive industry. These include emission standards for both vehicles and manufacturing processes, as well as subsidies and incentives for consumers purchasing electric and hybrid vehicles. Many countries have announced plans to phase out the sale of new gasoline and diesel cars within the next 2 decades, further accelerating the shift toward electric mobility. This has led to an unprecedented increase in investments in the EV market, with automakers like Volkswagen, Ford, BMW, and General Motors shifting their focus toward electrification. In addition to electric powertrains, another significant aspect of sustainability in the automotive industry is the development of alternative fuel sources. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, for example, offer another clean alternative to gasoline-powered vehicles. These vehicles generate electricity from a chemical reaction between hydrogen and oxygen, emitting only water vapor as a byproduct. Hydrogen fuel cells could prove particularly beneficial in sectors like commercial trucking or heavy machinery, where battery technology may not be as viable due to energy density and weight constraints. As the infrastructure for hydrogen refueling expands, these vehicles could become an essential part of the clean transportation future. Sustainability also extends to the design and use of autonomous vehicles, which could contribute to reducing overall emissions and making better use of transportation resources. Self-driving technology has the potential to optimize driving behavior, reducing fuel consumption by eliminating inefficient acceleration, braking, and idling. Autonomous cars could also be designed to be more energy efficient by selecting the most fuel-efficient routes or coordinating with other vehicles to minimize congestion. In addition, shared autonomous fleets, or mobility as a service (MaaS), could reduce the number of privately owned vehicles on the road, leading to fewer overall emissions and less congestion. These types of shared mobility solutions are becoming increasingly important as urbanization increases and cities seek to reduce traffic, lower emissions, and improve air quality. For consumers, sustainability in the automotive industry is increasingly becoming a factor in purchasing decisions. Many buyers today are more environmentally conscious than ever before, and their demand for sustainable transportation options is driving change. This has led to the rise of eco-friendly vehicles that not only feature low emissions but also offer high performance, attractive design, and competitive pricing. Companies like Tesla, Rivian, and Lucid Motors are capitalizing on this shift, offering a new generation of electric vehicles that combine sustainability with cutting-edge technology, luxury, and performance. Furthermore, automakers are implementing carbon offset programs that allow customers to offset the carbon footprint of their vehicle purchases through investments in renewable energy projects or reforestation efforts. As more consumers prioritize sustainability in their purchasing habits, automakers will continue to innovate and push for more sustainable practices, making it easier for individuals to choose eco-friendly vehicles without compromising on quality or performance. The future of the automotive industry is undeniably tied to sustainability, and the trajectory toward cleaner, more efficient vehicles is accelerating. As electric vehicles and other alternative fuel technologies become more accessible, the reliance on traditional gasoline and diesel vehicles will decrease, reducing overall emissions and contributing to a healthier planet. But the journey does not stop with vehicle electrification alone. The automotive industry must continue to focus on reducing its overall environmental footprint through better manufacturing practices, more sustainable materials, and innovations in energy storage and recycling. Governments, automakers, and consumers must collaborate to support and sustain the transition to a green automotive future, ensuring that the next generation of vehicles is not only efficient but also responsible and environmentally friendly. In conclusion, sustainability in the automotive industry is not just about producing cleaner cars. It's about adopting a comprehensive approach that considers the full life cycle of a vehicle, from its production to its disposal. As the industry moves toward electrification, alternative fuels, and circular economies, the future of transportation looks greener and more sustainable than ever before. While challenges remain, the progress made thus far is promising, and with continued innovation, the automotive industry is well on its way to becoming a leader in the global effort to combat climate change and build a sustainable future.